Good Sunday morning, everybody. Good Sunday morning. Welcome to Sunday with Spirit. For those joining in for the first time, this is not a political poll. This is a spiritual poll. Every Sunday, a group of us come together and we play, dance, sing on the web of creation. We vibrate on this web of what we want to see on our planet. How do we want our planet to be? And we got a little shock, well, I did, last Friday when we lost a huge vibration on the planet. And I was thinking about that. How do we as light workers move forward when it seems like we're stuck in mud? And then when we get out of mud, we get thrown into deeper mud, and then it just ends. Well, is there a method to this craziness? So I pulled some cards on this last night. And I thought it was for me for when I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'll focus on a card so I can go back to sleep again. So the card that I pulled was the Infinite. And I thought to myself, well, that's a good card to focus on trying to get back to sleep. Infinity. I'm like, can I get just a little bit more specific on this? And the card that I got was healing. I said, okay, I can focus on healing. That helps. I can focus on some chakras. The Infinite at 3 o'clock in the morning, yeah, maybe a little too big. So when I woke up this morning and I'm thinking about this spread, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to say, and I looked at these cards and I went, this is the vibration that we lost. And normally I don't tap in to people who have departed this 3D planet right away. I let them have their space. I let them have their time for healing, doing their life review, getting their spirit legs, so to speak, in the infinite. So I'm going, okay, just there's some message that this vibration, this energy wants to share. So let's see what we get. Master number 11. I'm not a numerologist, but that struck me right away. The pioneering spirit. So going back to we as light workers, we feel like, we're working, but we're going through this mud. And then we get out of the mud and then we get into a deeper pit. That's the pioneering spirit. Keep trudging. Keep moving. It's the exhilaration of how do I get out of here? I think. It's our enlightenment. It's the pioneering spirit of our enlightenment journey. Okay. The imbalance in positive polarity. Okay. This goes back to my last Sunday where we were talking about light workers being just living in the positive, and somebody was complaining that that's not the right way to be. You have to look at the shadow side. You have to look at the black, and it's not the dark. I am in firm belief that you don't want to look into the dark. You may want to look into the black because that's where creation comes from. But dark, you don't want to invite anything dark. You want to stay in the light. My personal place. And the next card. Oh, jeez, really. Saving humanity. This vibration that we have, I don't think we've lost it, but it's not giving forth new vibrations. The vibrations it gave are enough. And it was about saving humanity. It was his pioneering spirit of enlightenment to save humanity. However, the imbalance of just let's save humanity, it's going to be great. There's a shadow side to it. So when I pulled these two cards, I thought the infinite needed to go with galactic heritage. The healing, I was drawn to my shamanic healing deck. Let's see what the two cards say. Growth. I don't know if you can read that. It's all about growth. Is this vibration now in a growth place of enlightenment, infinite enlightenment, growth, healing, both the good and the bad? Reunion of souls. Wow. Powerful spread. For this vibration that mirrors ours. And we go, well, that does it? I mean, he seemed to do way bigger things than I would. And then I go, well, let me see if we can get any more information from this. And I'm going to use my True Black deck. Let's see if this vibration, who is in the infinite now, who is in his healing space, if he wants to share, that vibration still resonates and is sending us messages. Not to tap into his to tap into his pioneering spirit to save humanity, but not to tap into him, if that makes sense. We get the 10 of Wands, being in the weeds. His pioneering spirit led him into this shadow side of positive enlightenment. He was in the weeds, but he was finding life in these wands, in this burden. He was finding things that could help. Four Swords. Oh, sorry, I need to show this up to you. Four Swords. This is a card of rest. But in this deck, for me, it's like there's one sword, and it's more of a knife that is balancing on a central idea that's pointing the way to the central idea. There's a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes. It is a card of rest. It is a card of retreat. It's also a card of rebirth with the lotus flowers and pointing the way to a singular. Is it a portal energy that he's got? It feels like it is. It feels like he's dropping into this portal energy from this heavy burden, the thicket of things. He can drop down into the portal energy Again, this card is a meditation card too, the Four of Swords. Rest, retreat, meditate, rebuild, heal. At the base of the reading is the Hanged Man. Time out, pause, suspension. It's also to look at this path that you're on from another perspective. But I got two big meditation cards dropping into the portal upside down. In the past, as it relates, is the Ten of Pentacles, the family money, family wealth. So it's not so much money as it's wealth. What he wanted to create for humanity, the abundance that he wanted to create for his space. And at the top, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles, there's something that is not quite right in this Ten of Pentacles wealth. The Seven of Pentacles talks about the balance of positive and shadow side. It's about growth. It's about tending to your projects, tending to your wealth. Not money, spiritual wealth, enlightenment wealth. What's this one? Saving humanity. Oof. And the potential near future is the Nine Swords. This is worry. This card is a little darker than worry. There's a lot of things that have been, a lot of dreams that have been right, skewered. But in this worry, there is hope. But the worry's not really going to do it. Eternal position is the balance of worlds. Spiritual, 3D world. External position is the King of Swords. This feels like his energy. He picked up the sword. If you look at his head, it's dissipated. I'm losing the word where I want it to be. It's fragmentized into spirit. But his actions are still standing strong and vibrating today. Hopes and fears. Wow. The Empress. This is on so many different levels. The country giving birth to a new vibration, to a new way of looking at things. Final outcome is all about the contracts that we make to fix things, to save humanity. We have the Ten of Swords. Now, I said the Nine of Swords is where things were skewered. This is really where things are skewered. But we still have the Dove of Peace, the Dove of Hope, top of the Sword of Truth. The Sword of Truth, the King's Sword. You start on a new journey. The Fool. Feels like a yo-yo, a roller coaster. Then we get the Page of Swords. Yeah, it is this roller coaster energy. We have the lovers creating a better energy for us to be in. And then we get the Ten of Swords being stabbed in the back. But there's still hope. We can still fix this. Then we're on a new journey. Then we have a Tower moment. And we pick up the sword and we keep going. We keep moving forward with like a childlike abandon almost. It's like this pioneering spirit. Take up the sword. Find that pioneering spirit. Move forward to save humanity. Last card is the first card. This card is Creator card. This is a unique card in this True Black deck. Goes with the infinite, creation, rebirth. So our path is light workers. If this energy is sharing anything with us, it's a roller coaster. But what I hear is pick up the sword. It's not all light. It's not all black. It's a balance. It's growth. We need to look at it from a different perspective sometimes. We need to balance things. Things will crumble around us, but there is a foolish endeavor to keep going, to pick up the sword, to get out of the tower moment, which is just crumbling of old things so you could rebuild something new. So and that's what he's doing. He wants to crumble the old so that a new balance, a new love can come in for the Empress energy of his country to bring the family wealth back from the past. It's a lot of work. Needs some rest and recuperation. There's a lot of worry involved, a lot of healing, a lot of growth, pioneering spirit, enlightenment, reunion of souls. Just put healing. All right, y'all. I mess up my table here. I want to thank you all for joining on this Sunday with Spirit. I want to thank the energy that is still vibrating on the web. Peace, world. Peace. Pray for healing. Peace and love.